There was a time when gods walked the earth, when warriors were heroes. Their battles and conquests became legend, and the legend lives on. This is the hour of the Gladiators.
Welcome to our special series of Gladiators. Tonight, the best sports teams from around the nation line up to battle our own champions. Condor, Hammer, Glacier and Flame. Taipan, Tornado, Delta and Fury. Vulcan, Storm and Tower. Cheetah, Commando and the Bedazzling Blade. The Gladiators will set the standards, the sports teams will take up the challenge, and it's an hour of sports power with our hosts, Kimberly Joseph and Mike Hammond.
It's a full house. Hello and welcome to another huge night on Gladiators. Tonight, it's the final of our Team Sports Challenge.
Yes, over the past 2 weeks, we've seen 8 world-beating Australian teams come up against each other and the Gladiators.
And we've got the top 4 with us tonight. There's Aussie rules, rugby league, softball and water polo.
As before, this is a team challenge, which means that the 2 team players can be interchangeable as they choose.
And having come this far, you can bet that tonight they'll be giving it everything they've got.
Gladiators. This is a series with a difference. Tonight, the best sports teams in the nation have stepped forward to demonstrate the skills that have won them international fame on the playing fields around the world in what we call our Team Sports Specials. And to prove how good they are, we ask them to take to the arena up against our Gladiators.
Okay, our challengers are as ready as they'll ever be, so let's meet them. Firstly, from softball, it's Natalie Shapiro and Lee Martin.
Natalie represented Australia in under-19 softball in the US and won a bronze medal. She's currently studying sports psychology. Lee is a part of the Queensland softball team that won the national titles in 1994. She's also involved in business banking.
Let's welcome Natalie and Lee. Hi, Natalie. Good. Now, last time you played was a couple of weeks ago. The first game that we had you up on was Pyramid, which I know we'll be playing later tonight. You feeling a bit more confident about it today?
Oh, a little bit. I had Glacier last time, and I think my main aim this time is to stay out there a little longer and conserve my energy instead of falling down all the time, so... Okay,
so we'll see you up on the Pyramid a bit later on. All right. And Lee, softball. A lot of us played softball at school, but not many people carry it on later in life. How many people play softball in Australia, women's softball?
I'm not sure about Australia, but I know it's 9,000, about 9,000 and growing in Queensland.
That's a pretty big league, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's a great game.
All right, well, good luck tonight. You guys know all the rules, and we're very happy to have you back with us. Congratulations for making it through to the final. Let's hear it for Natalie and Lee.
And now, from our world champion water polo team, we have Debbie Watson and Naomi Castle.
Debbie was the captain of Australia's water polo team that won the World Cup in 1994. She's also a phys ed teacher. Naomi came 6th in the World Swimming Championships in '94 and is a part of that same water polo team that won the World Cup.
Please welcome Debbie and Naomi. Welcome back, Naomi. Now, being the world champion water polo team, where were you at the Olympics?
Oh, we wish we were there. That's where we are. We're hoping to get in Sydney 2000. They keep putting it off and saying, well, you'll be in next time, but we're keeping our fingers crossed for Sydney.
Well, all the best for that, and we're very proud to have you here at Gladiators. Debbie, last time we saw you in Hang Tough, with all that upper body strength, what did you find?
I think went forward too quickly, and I actually thought I was just about to sneak around, and I just got caught from the side. So I'll just try and use a few stalling tactics this time and see what happens.
So you will be playing again tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to give it another go.
Okay, well, with all that experience, good luck. Thank you very much.
All our challengers are at the top of their sports. But can they get up here to the top of our first challenge?
– 60 seconds to get to the top, 10 points if you make it, nothing if you're caught.
Let's welcome our first challenger. From softball, it's Lee Martin. Being chased by Storm. And battling for water polo, it's Debbie Watson. Being chased by Blade. Over to Mike Whitney.
Challengers, you will go on my whistle.
Remember, these are teams competing, not individuals. So each team chooses their player for each game. Now, softball wants Lee to go to the top. Water polo wants Debbie to beat her. Let's see what happens. 60 seconds of action coming up. Our challengers have taken off up the wall, and here come the Gladiators. Now, Lee made a better start than Debbie. Blade's taken off after Debbie, but look at Storm. She reckons it's no contest. Oh, Storm very cocky, but so is Blade. She's right on top of Debbie now and takes her off the wall. No points there. Storm's got Lee, but I don't know whether she'll get her off. Lee is surviving well, but she's got to do it for another 30 seconds. Storm is trying absolutely everything and she gets her off eventually. Bad luck, Lee.
Well, Storm, right at the beginning there, you kind of turned around, faced the crowd and said, just watch me. And you were a lean machine. You went right up there and got her.
Well, I didn't go right to the top, Kimberly, but
I thought you wanted to for a minute there.
She's bigger than me.
And she was very strong as well. You almost stood it up there against Storm.
I couldn't believe it. All of a sudden, she was just over the top of me. I don't know where she came from.
You're just clinging onto the wall for dear life.
I was.
The clouds, I think, okay.
Now, did I hear a protest there?
Yeah, I did actually.
Okay, Mike Whitney, did you hear about it?
Yes, we've had a protest regarding attacking the head. I've had to talk to my assistant referee in Storm. We've disqualified you for attacking the head of the challenger. But there's a red card.
So what does that mean points-wise? No points for Lee?
Maximum points.
Maximum points, 10 points. Lee, you just gained yourself 10 points.
Well, that's great.
Storm loses, Lee benefits, and softball go to the lead by 10 points.
And now it's time to meet our male challengers tonight, and this week, once again, it's a battle of the footy codes. Firstly, representing Australian rules football, please welcome John Platten and Richard Champion.
Every Victorian knows Brownlow medal winner John Platten. He's a Victorian State of Origin player and the proud father of 3 kids. Richard is a sales rep and a Queensland State of Origin champion who won the title of fittest player in the AFL in '95.
Richard and John. Hey, Richard. Good. It was a tough match against the Cricketers last time we had you on the show.
Certainly was. They got off to a great start, the guys, and we had to catch them up in eliminator, so it made it tough.
And here you are tonight in the final. And John, Pyramid, we know that's coming up again tonight, and you had a go at it last time up against Hammer. That was a real battle of the codes there, and he's a big guy.
He certainly was, and I did get hammered a bit, but the guys have really got into me over the last couple of weeks about it, so I'll be certainly fired up and see what I can do next time.
And tonight, have you worked out between the two of you who's going to play that game?
Well, we've got a bit of a team strategy at the moment, so we're going to keep things going along. A team play, it's a team game, so look out.
All right, but the first game we've got tonight is the wall. Have you worked out who's going to go at that?
Yeah, I think I've joined the short straw there, Mike, so we'll see how we go for the first one.
All right, well, good luck with that. OK, well, let's welcome our AFL players tonight, Richard and John.
And now, representing Rugby League, we have Jason Croker and Graham Mackay.
Jason, a State of Origin Rugby League forward, plays for the Canberra Raiders. They were the winners of the grand final in 1994. Graham played league for Australia and State of Origin for Queensland in '95. He's a member of the Queensland Crushers and has 3 kids.
Please welcome Jason and Graham. Jason, welcome back. Now, last time you had an easy run up against the Union guys. How's it going to be against Aussie rules?
I think it might be a bit faster. If we can get a couple of seconds in the eliminator, we'll give them a good shot there.
Okay, well, all the best. It'll be a fine performance, I'm sure. Now, Graham, last time we saw you in Hang Tough, you managed to stay up there against Commando and gain yourself 5 points.
Yeah, actually, it's still quite hard to stay up there just to get along the rings, but hopefully not, I might get through.
So you're going to do it again tonight?
Yeah, I'll have another crack at it.
Okay, and who's going to do the wall, guys?
That'll be me.
You. Good luck. All right, let's hear it for Jason and Graham. And now it's the guys' turn to try to make it to the top of the wall. Representing Aussie Rules, we have Richard Champion. And he'll be trying to steer clear of Commando. And from Rugby League, we have Jason Croker. And he'll be trying to get up the wall ahead of Condor. And now to start the wall, here's Mike Whitney.
Challengers, you will go on my whistle.
The competition we've
Gladiators,
always wanted to see. Are the
John's
AFL players superior to
Challengers,
rugby
are you
league?
ready?
Well, hang on, we're about to find out. League is sending in Jason Toots, Croker, as his fans call him. Richard's going up for the big climb for the AFL. AFL in the red, rugby league in the blue, and Jason from the league doing marginally better. Richard having some troubles on the right. Commando had him by the foot, but he broke free. Condor hasn't caught Jason just yet, but the AFL slowing momentarily. So are rugby league. Commando's got Richard off the wall. There's no points there. And we've got Condor now going after Jason. He's got him by the harness, holding the man, says the crowd, but that's legal here, guys.
Jason, you were bounding away there for a minute, but unfortunately, Condor got to you just in time.
Yeah, full credit to Condor. He picked me up. I missed a few steps, but not to worry.
When that whistle blows, does the adrenaline rush through you?
Certainly does, yep.
And now you've never rock climbed before, so that was quite an effort.
Well, I've done a bit in practice, that's about it, but...
Okay, well done, Condor. Again, undefeated there.
Oh, Jason's a big man to get around. Maybe he should show me a few tips how he does it in rugby league.
Siren blows for the end of the first quarter, and neither team yet to score.
And it's time to meet our resident sporting hero, Mike Whitney, to give us some details of any changes in the next round.
Yes, well, Natalie and Naomi have both come in for the girls, so that's a full interchange for the softball and the water polo girls. Johnny Platten comes in for the AFL, so they've had an interchange as well. But interesting thing is that the rugby league guys haven't changed at all, and Jason Croker will go on and play his second game in a row after a pretty good showing on the wall.
I'll say, he's an all-rounder, isn't he?
Yeah, done
Well, it's a
very
long way to go until we get to the eliminator. Before we do it, we still have to play Hang Tough and Suspension Bridge, but next, it's Pyramid.
Gladiators.
I'm Naomi Castle. And I'm Debbie Watson, and we represent the world champion water polo team. Last week we put the netballers through the hoops, and tonight we'll make an even bigger splash.
Well, the wall was tough enough with the Gladiators coming after you, but now they're up there and they're coming down to get you.
60 seconds to get to the top. The first to hit the button gets 10 points.
First up on Pyramid from softball is Natalie Shapiro, and from water polo, Naomi Castle. And our gladiators are Glacier and Delta. To start Pyramid, here's Mike Whitney.
Challengers, are you ready?
Natalie the softballer in the red. Now she's smaller than her rival Naomi, the water polo woman. But is size important in conquering the Pyramid? We're about to find out. Natalie is quicker from the start, and she's doing quite well. Her teammate Lee wills her to go all the way, but Glacier gathers her up, and at the last second, she takes the softballer all the way to first base. Naomi roaming on the steps, seeing how quick Delta is to cover her. Natalie forcing Glacier higher and higher. She's pretty quick to recover as Glacier. Natalie slips over. Delta with Naomi, she shoves her away, but Naomi too strong for that. Cat and mouse with Natalie and Glacier, and now Delta closes on Naomi and slam dunks the water polo player down the deep end of the Pyramid. Natalie at the top again, but Glacier just grabs her and makes sure she cancels her out with a hug that takes them both down to the bottom. Time running out as Naomi puts Delta on guard again, and Natalie bounds up after Glacier. She's ready for more, this woman in red. Delta watching like a hawk. Natalie looks tired, and there's the whistle, no points. Strong tackling by Delta on the bigger Naomi tonight. But Glacier was not going to give her faster opponent any break.
Well, Naomi, unlike Natalie, you didn't quite know what to expect this time. How was Pyramid?
It's pretty tough.
It certainly is. Now, you took a few hard blows from Delta.
Yeah, no, they weren't too bad, actually. It's just trying to get up and keep going all the time.
Delta, was it tough keeping her from the top?
It was. I have full respect for these guys. They're all champions, and I'm out of breath.
But this is your territory, right?
Oh, definitely. No one's going to get up here.
And no one did get up to the peak tonight, so the scores from game one remain the same. Softball 10, water polo yet to score.
Hi, I'm Jason Croker, and here's Graham Mackay.
We're here to fly the flag for Rugby League.
Last week we made mincemeat of the rugby union reps.
Tonight, the Aussie Rule guys are toast.
Okay, it's time to get the fellas up on the Pyramid now. You all set, fellas? Okay, representing the AFL, it's John Platten. And Rugby League, Jason Croker. And our Gladiators, Tower and Condor. Here's Mike Whitney to start the game.
Challengers, are you ready?
Same formula as for the women. Will the smaller man be quicker, or will Jason's bigger frame help him on the hill? Stand by for the result. John Platten, the Rat, running fast from the start, switching sides, and he's got the tallest Gladiator towering all over him. Couldn't be a bigger size contrast. The bigger rugby man, Jason, sizing Condor up. Condor clamps onto the rugby man, but he won't budge, and the AFL Rover choosing to run and not make contact with Tower. I don't blame him. Jason's loose man running. The Rat's still playing very hard to get. Now Johnny Platten makes a move goalward, and Tower just grabs him right there at the last moment, lifts the AFL Rover in the air, and dumps him right there. But Platten quickly recovers with just under 20 seconds to go. Both challengers playing avoidance tactics. Tower luring the AFL Rover to try again. Condor finally coming to grips with the rugby team, and Jason hunkering down. Tower's run out of patience with Johnny, threw him all the way back to the dressing room, and the challengers are running out of puff and time.
Johnny, this is the second time that you've played Pyramid. Last time it was up against Hammer. This time we put you up against someone even bigger. Tower.
It's great, isn't it? Probably the most two biggest blokes in Australia, and I've come against them, so. But a little bit better this time, so maybe next time.
It was a bit hard. Tower's sort of just hanging around up there. You just can't get past him.
No, he's a big man, and as I said about Hammer, he can join Hawthorn anytime he likes.
Lee get to convert, and the AFL haven't kicked a goal either. So in the halfway mark, it's 0-0 in the grand final.
Now, some changes here on the interchange bench. In fact, Johnny Platten is going to play hang tough for the AFL guys. But coming in for rugby league, we've got Graham Mackay, who's looking all set to get up there and swing from the ring. So we'll be putting them into business in just a minute.
Okay, and for the female, in softball, we have Natalie Shapiro, and representing water polo is Debbie Watson. That's up next in Hang Tough.
Gladiators. Gladiators.
Hi, I'm Lee Martin.
And I'm Natalie Shapiro.
We represent the booming sport of softball.
But tonight on Gladiators, we play hardball.
They've been up the wall, they've been up the pyramid, and now we're taking them up again.
60 seconds to get past the attacking Gladiator. 10 points if you make it to the opposite platform.
First up, representing softball, it's Natalie Shapiro. Against Fury. We'll hand control of the game now to our referee, Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready? Natalie and Fury are well matched in size.
Are you ready?
How do they compare in attitude?
2, 1.
The softball and Natalie has strong arms, and she'll need them here tonight. Natalie's going to have to swing well against Fury. Well, normally she'd swing with a bat. This time she's on the rings. Natalie's moving with ease, and she's going right up to the red rings, but right where Fury has positioned herself. Now, did you see the look there on Natalie's face? It was like, where did you come from, Fury? Your worst nightmare, Natalie.
Natalie, for your first time on Hang Tough, that was just incredible. You had a great technique happening.
Yeah, well, obviously it wasn't that good.
It didn't quite work, though, did it?
No.
I don't know which is scarier, the thought of getting across or the thought of meeting Fury halfway.
Oh, yeah, that meeting Fury and plus the first ring's the hardest part, I think.
Well, she had a good swing, didn't she, Fury?
Absolutely, she did very well. It's quite nerve-wracking. I think she would agree to be up here on Hang Tough. It's not for the faint-hearted, and it takes some strategy. Unfortunately, a loss. Thank you.
Up for the second time in Hang Tough, representing water polo, is Debbie Watson. And trying to stop her from getting to the other side is Delta. Over to you, Mike Whitney.
3, 2, 1. So Debbie a little bit hesitant at the start, but she takes off. Delta's on her way also. Let's remember that Debbie came up against Blade in the heats and was defeated. Well, I'm sure she's going to want to do a lot better than that. The water polo woman treading water somewhat. Delta hasn't passed the midpoint just yet, and Debbie hasn't even reached the red rings. Debbie stalls, and that's dangerous because Delta has plenty of momentum up here. Delta going for position. She's changed direction, and now she's about to sink the hopes of the water polo player. Debbie trying to hold on, but she can't. No points.
Debbie, second time up there. Did it get any easier?
Well, I tried to stall a bit more for time and sort of hang around a bit, but it sort of doesn't really work.
Well, it's called hang tough, but hanging around isn't the name of the game.
Well, it's hang tough, but when you got, I know, probably I should say about 55 kilos hanging around, it really is tough, so it's good fun.
And Delta, you used the old swing in. You locked up the rings. She had nowhere to go.
I think so. I've got to be careful where I grab on the costume, though, I think.
So neither team gets to score in hang tough. 3 games gone, and the score remains unchanged. Softball is still in front by 10.
Hi, I'm John Platinum.
And I'm Richard Champion, and we represent Aussie Rules.
In the heats, we found out how tough Gladiators is.
This week, we'll show them how tough we are.
For his first time on Hang Tough, let's welcome Aussie Rules representative, John Platten. And he'll be facing our gladiator, Commando. Take it away, Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready? So the smaller man of the AFL team wants to try out again. 10 points or even 5 points would be mighty handy right now. The Rat holding back, and so is Commando. Now they're moving, and Johnny Platten swinging very cautiously, trying to keep an eye on the other man. But John has ground to a halt. That's no good because he's a sitting duck for Commando in that position. John Platten, the veteran of a few grand finals with Hawthorn. Commando, the veteran of Hang Tough. Let's see who's going to have the more experience up here. Commando swinging well. John's just stuck. He's not moving. And I reckon this is all over here. No points for John.
First go up there on the rings. I could see you had a bit of a tactic there, get to the centre and then try and sort of get past him.
Yeah, but then I lost the swing in me, so... but no, it's a pretty tough sort of thing, but yeah, it's not one of my tough ones, but oh well.
Commando, just a matter of coming in and nailing the man, I guess.
Yeah, I think he took a swing at me on the way down. My eyes are still watering.
And now representing Rugby League, his second time in Hang Tough, this is Graham Mackay against Taipan. All right, Mike, let's go.
3, 2, 1. Graham takes on the Snake. Can the Rugby League team do any better than AFL? He got 5 last time he tried this game. Well, he plays for the Queensland Crushers. So Taipan's crushed a few hopes up here on Hang Tough. Now the 2 men moving in to do battle, and you can almost hear the rings groaning with the weight up there. The rugby man going left field, and Taipan making his move now to join him in the middle. Taipan coming in, Graham moving around. Taipan takes a bite but misses. Graham losing the plot, he's swinging on one arm, swinging on one ring. Taipan sizing him up for the second lunge, but Graham spinning around once more. Fair dinkum, this guy's lost in space. The turbo rockets have malfunctioned and he comes crashing to earth. No points.
Well, Graham, last time we saw you managed to stay up there for 5 points, but this time you had a great technique, but you just couldn't last with one arm.
Yeah, I was hanging on too long with one arm. I couldn't get a hold of the next ring. I was trying to avoid the big man there.
I'm sure you were, with good reason. Taipan, you were so quick.
Yeah, I love Hang Tough. Graham did pretty well. He must realise it is harder for the heavier blokes up there. But good luck to him.
Plenty of defence, not much offence from the AFL or Rugby League. And at the end of the third quarter, the scores are locked together at 0-0.
So it's the last chance for our teams to earn some valuable points before the eliminator. Mike, what's happening on the interchange bench?
Well, Lee and Richard come in. Graham and Debbie stay, so there's been a little bit of interplay, but I think what we're seeing here, Kimbo, is the big hitters up on Suspension Bridge.
That's pretty good because we've got the big Gladiators coming up for Suspension Bridge next.
Gladiators.
Our heat winners will receive this fantastic package of prizes from Sanyo. Covering all your household needs, there's a 68cm stereo coloured television and a Sports Review VCR, plus a cordless phone with a built-in answering machine, an exclusive shower wave microwave oven, and Sanyo's upright vacuum cleaner. That's life with Sanyo. Our runners-up receive 7 nights for 2 at Club Crocodile's idyllic Long Island Resort. With 3-star tranquility, national parks and beaches, Club Crocodile Long Island, something for everyone.
It bounces, it swings, and there's a gladiator in the middle.
Suspension bridge.
10 points if you make it across the bridge without being dispatched by the gladiator.
First up on suspension bridge, representing softball, is Lee Martin. Up against our gladiator, Flame. Over to you, Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready?
2 big athletes in a game where strength and balance counts. Batter up, Lee. The 2 women step up to each other and both Challenger and Gladiator going in with some gusto. Pugil sticks pounding each other. The crowd's getting behind Lee, but she couldn't stay on. No points.
Lee, that was one of the most aggressive starts. Oh, you're still going. You're still at it. One of the most aggressive starts I've seen for quite a while.
I just pretended it was a softball bat, but it's a little bit heavier. I just thought if I get one almighty swing and I might be right.
You went straight out, though, into the middle of the bridge, and I think you may have taken Flame by surprise for a second there, because Flame, I saw you bounce back onto 1 foot.
It was a bit of a surprise. I thought this is going to be a real clash of the Titans, but the hottest Titan won.
Let's see if our water polo team can get some points on the board. Let's welcome Debbie Watson. And at the other end of the suspension bridge, Storm.
Water polo needing a score. Can Debbie run into the storm and stay dry? Well, you're watching the view from the eye of the storm, and as you can see, Storm strikes and Debbie just stands there. Storm going at Debbie with everything she can throw. What a barrage! Debbie down in 10 seconds.
Debbie, you approached Storm very, very cautiously, and now I think I know why.
Well, again, I doubted I could stay up there for 30 seconds, but so I was a bit of time wasting, but that first crunch in the head, I felt about 6 things in my neck go crunk, and I thought, oh, here we go.
But you're feeling okay? No injuries?
Yeah, no injuries. It's just, I've got a hard head, so it's no problem.
Okay, well, lucky you've got that neck brace there. Storm, that was over pretty quickly for you.
Well, I'm really getting the big girls, aren't I, this time? Lucky that was my bad arm.
No, I think she is a bit bigger than you.
Well, most people are.
But not tougher.
No, they're not. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog.
Neither team able to score in suspension bridge, which means that softball have a nice 5-second lead over water polo for the eliminator.
We have 2 of the biggest sports in Australia, AFL and rugby league, going head-to-head, and there is nothing in it. But before the 2 sports get to face up to each other, they have to face up to our biggest gladiators. Representing AFL, it's Richard Champion. Up against Tower. There's Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready?
So the AFL sending in their bigger man to tackle Tower was really the only choice they could make. Will it work? Tower toying with the AFL man at first. Now Tower unleashes. Richard is reeling. Get into it, yells the rat. And oh, they're both off at the same time. Oh! So Mike Whitney has to judge who went where first.
Mike Whitney, that was possibly the most incredible game of suspension bridge we've ever seen, but what's the decision?
I'm just starting to find out, Kimberly, this refereeing is not an easy job. Now, the rules state that whoever hits the mat first in a situation like that loses.
Okay.
So we went over and had a look at the replay, and it's too close to call.
So what do we do, a rematch?
We've decided to put the boys back up there again.
Bad news, Richard. You got to get back up there.
So good luck, mate.
Good luck.
Good luck, Tower.
Here we go for the rematch, representing AFL, Richard Champion up against Tower. Over to you, Mike Whitney.
This is the last thing Richard wants, I'm sure. Back to battle Tower in take 2. Both men showing a lot of respect for each other as they shape up. Tower strikes first, Richard returns the compliment. Both men locked together. Pugil sticks a tangle. Tower recovers and clouts the AFL man for no points. Well, that last mighty swing from Tower swept Richard right off his feet, and I could feel it all the way up here.
Well, Richard Champion, I think you're fast becoming a bit of a legend here on Gladiators. That was exceptional, that first game, but unfortunately, Tower managed to knock you off in the second.
Yeah, not much doubt about the second one, but yeah, I just wish I just held on that little bit longer for the first one, but no good grizzling about it now.
But nevertheless, Tower, that was incredible.
Oh, he's a fabulous athlete. There's no taking that away from him. The first time I went up there, I went in fairly aggressive, and we both come off. But the second time, just sort of took it a bit more calmly.
In the battle against AFL, this is the last chance for League to put some points on the board. And representing Rugby League is Graham Mackay. And he'll be up against Vulcan. Lots of boos all round. It's over to you, Mike Whitney.
Can Graham do it for his team? Any points would be an advantage right now for Rugby League. Both players very cautious up here. It's not often Vulcan has his physical matchup against him. Slam bang goes Vulcan. Graham hardly connects and Vulcan knocks him off for no score.
So, Graham, it's not just a matter of brute force. There obviously is some balancing involved there.
Yeah, plenty of balance, and when you got myself and Vulcan there, it's a bit of weight and it was bouncing a bit.
Yeah.
I was really struggling to hold my feet.
You're obviously too desperate to get in to get the points, because with no points being scored there, it's now dead even in the eliminator between Rugby League and the AFL.
It's going to be a big finish.
Absolutely. Vulcan, how was he as a competitor? He got a couple of hits in there.
I think Graham is probably the best competitor I've ever come up against, but guess what? Hey, I'm better than him.
Bad news for the teams. They didn't score in Suspension Bridge. Good news for everybody else, because we've got a great eliminator coming up. Both teams starting together.
Well, the teams have done everything they can to grab an advantage tonight. They're playing for glory and for one of these.
Yes, Mike, this is going to be the grand final to end all grand finals. And the eliminator is up next.
Gladiators.
The winners of the final take home the sensational Sea-Doo SP. When it comes to maximum fun, you need the Sea-Doo SP personal watercraft. It's easy to own, easy to ride, and easy to love. It's one of the most popular personal watercraft in the world. You've got to get on board a fabulous Sea-Doo SP personal watercraft from Haytrack Australia. Runners-up at the final will take home a Weta Proform 785 treadmill with an electronic power incline, 8 preset programs and a heart rate monitor. It's valued at $4,000.
They've done the hard work against the Gladiators, and now it's truly sport against sport and code against code.
Our team members have one last test tonight. We call the final obstacle course the Eliminator.
Well, Natalie and Naomi are all set now, and both of you ran the Eliminator on behalf of your teams in the last game. Anything that you'd be especially cautious of or wary of in this game?
Probably the Travelator, now that it's going just a little bit faster.
It sure is. Well, it does in a grand final. How about yourself?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much the same. I'm going to be the wariest of the Travelator.
And of course, you're both starting with a time difference of 5 seconds. So 5-second lead going to you, Natalie. You all set? We'll hand control now to our referee, Mike Whitney. Good luck.
Natalie, you will go on my whistle.
Well, as Mike Hammond said, Natalie ran the Eliminator last time for her team. She knows what she's in for. And Naomi did the run for water polo. She has no doubts about what this next obstacle course can do to her. Natalie very confident on the hurdles. Naomi takes off. Natalie up to the rope climb. But yeah, she just can't do the rope first time up. That gives Naomi a chance to close the gap. Can they both get up this time round? Yep, they do it well. Hand ladder coming up next for Naomi and Natalie. Still locked together. This is nice, close competition. Softballer has good coordination on the ladder, but water polo doing everything very nicely as they run across the rolling logs and up to the cargo net. Natalie doing the net quicker, but there is absolutely nothing in this. You can see the tension in everybody's face. Lee was acting as Natalie's coach at that point, but she's doing okay, Lee, don't worry, because they've both hit the top at the same time. Natalie, such a slight break on Naomi as the softballer zips into the lead. Naomi taking the plunge right behind her. They've both got to concentrate at this point. It's still anyone's eliminator. Natalie is streaking over the beam, and here comes the water polo player as well. Natalie charging up the Travelator. Naomi takes off after her. Debbie wants Naomi to pull out all stops, and both women are flat out. And Natalie takes the softball team home. They've won the grand final. Naomi has to regroup and dig deep. She starts her run. Debbie says go, and Naomi says I will. Straight through the paper burst. Softball of the winners, here's Mike.
Natalie. The smile says it all. 1 minute 29, that's 16 seconds off your heat performance.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Didn't expect that at all, but I'm very happy.
Yeah, you're just trying to catch your breath. I know Lee was there screaming as you came along the Travelator. I tell you what, you had some troubles with the rope climb.
Oh, yeah, I did. During trials, I was fine getting up that, but I think it's the extra pressure.
Yeah. Fantastic. Naomi, come on in. Come on in. Some trouble there. The Travelator, you guys, it was neck and neck, and it was going to be whoever made the Travelator won the Eliminator. And unfortunately, you took the slip there at the top.
Yeah, Natalie did really well. I think I dived a bit early on the Travelator and lost me.
Yeah. That's because that's that diving, reaching for the top.
Yeah.
You guys did a great performance, though. You absolutely are all fantastic sports people, and a great effort tonight. Well done. But for our softball team, they've won the grand final, and they've also won a Sea-Doo SP personal watercraft, which is a great prize. Congratulations. All right, let's present the award now. The grand trophy, of course, which goes to softball. Come on in, Lee, because that's yours as well. And I'll just grab the gold medals for you for our softball team. Lee. Natalie. And for our water polo players, our runners-up, Naomi, Debbie, congratulations. And thank you, everybody. I think a big round of applause for these 4 fantastic sportswomen who have put up such a mighty effort with us here on Gladiators.
Richard, you've done this before. The Eliminator was quite a spectacular race for you last time. You had a great time. We're going to see some repeat performances tonight?
I hope so, Kimberly. We'll have to wait and see. It's last time I was starting from behind, so I had to sort of get quick there to catch up. But this time we start from scratch, so you know, who knows?
That's right. Well, this could be a chance for you to kick a goal for the AFL, so good luck. Now, Jason, you're an unknown quantity here. However, you have powered through this series. Are we going to see something from you tonight?
Yeah, I've done a little bit of training in that, but hopefully I'll go as quick as I can anyway.
Okay, guys. Well, this is AFL versus Rugby League, starting on scratch. Guys, the pride of the code is at stake, and it's over to you, Mike Whitney.
Richard and Jason. Traditional rivals, both these codes. Richard has run the Eliminator before. Jason hasn't tried it yet. This will be a good one to watch. 2, 1. Starting at the same time. Both fellas take the hurdles very well so far. There's nothing in this. Up the rope they go. A great climb. This is absolutely neck and neck. Onto the handbike. Rugby League Jason just in front, but Richard catching up. Who'll hit the platform first? It's Richard, but not by much. Across the rolling log and up the cargo net. Both fellas are no lightweights, but they're doing well on this climb. They're doing it in style. Richard gets up the top first. He heads onto the zip line. The rat's wrapped. He's got about a 5-second break over his rugby rival. Jason's on top of the zip line now and coming down. He's not too far behind. Richard going across the beam. He's determined. It's a do-or-die effort. Up the Travelator, he powers. Johnny Black wills him up, but he couldn't make it. Jason, he's off the beam also, and they go up together. They hit it together and come down. Who's going to recover the best out of these two guys? This is amazing. It's nerve-wracking. Richard couldn't. Jason maybe. Yes, says Graham. No, says Jason. Oh, this is taking everything out of everybody. The Travelator is running at warp speed tonight. Richard tries again. He couldn't hold on. Jason for his third shot. Up he goes. Will he do it? Yes. Rugby League have got through, you reckon? Can he stand up and sweep through? Yes, he does. He's exhausted, and so is everybody else around here. Graham thanks him for winning that one. League have gone through. Here goes Richard for the AFL. He may have lost his grand final, but who knows? The Bears could win one in a couple of weeks. Bad luck, John and Richard. Well done, League. Here's Kimberly.
You're still alive. It's okay. You've done the Rugby League fans proud. Let me tell you, they were going wild for you. That was incredible. You're out of breath. Okay, I'll just talk for a minute. You managed to get through the Eliminator in 1.44 seconds. And I think that Travelator is just a killer, isn't it?
Yeah, the last thing. It's all pretty hard. Full credit to Richie. We're all good mates. Today game.
Well, it was amazing to see you guys neck and neck the whole way, and I'm sure that pushed you, and therefore you had trouble on the Travelator.
Yeah, the Travelator's pretty hard because it's last and you're pretty fatigued. I'm just glad it's over.
I'm sure. Well, we've got medals coming along here for you, and you've just won your team a Sea-Doo SP personal watercraft. Let's hear it for Jason. Here you go, the superstars of Team Sports Series. Well done, guys. That's the gold, and this is the silver. Congratulations, Richard. That was a tough call, wasn't it? But you'd been there before, you knew what it was all about.
I did that. I knew I had to go hard early in the Travelator up that next knot of speed, but got us both. But Jace managed to come up with a bit more at the end and got us, so.
He just found that little ounce of energy that took him to the top and won. John Platten, there's your silver medal. Thank you guys for being a part of this spectacular series. It was great. You're legends, all of you. Let's hear it for all the boys. AFL and Rugby League, well done.
Well, what an amazing series, and our winners, softball and rugby league.
Yes,
great effort.
It was a fantastic end to an amazing series. Thank you all so much for being a part of it. It's been great.
And we'll be back next week with another tremendous series of Gladiators. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Next week, it's the Battle of the Armed Forces. Navy takes on Army in what should be a spectacular clash. Don't miss a minute of the action on the Gladiators. Sweat.
Wake up!